Hi folks, Jeff Rugrock here, all things prints this semester. This is drawing number 12 from a drawing portfolio that we're making up just with some basic skills and some common understanding. Certainly not extensive, but it gives us an idea of how to draw things and how to represent things. Everyone has a slightly different style. For this particular drawing, we're going to be talking about a hose faucet. And again, once you have a fixture, I'm looking for the supply size and the cold FUs for this. There generally isn't hot water or drain for a hose faucet. We're going to talk about cap, a threaded union, and a reducer or increaser. All of these, not all of them, sorry, many of these can be found in your textbook under the symbols, and these are the ones we're going to use. They're not necessarily my favorite, but that textbook is a baseline for us. Hose bib wise, it's item number 16 under 7632A from the Ontario Building Code. Requires a 1/2 inch supply pipe size, and it uses approximately 2.5 fixture units of cold water. There is no hot. So we're just going to put all that into our little drawing here. So that gives us some idea of where we're going. This one shouldn't take too long. So we'll start with the hose faucet. And I guess we can do the cap too, right? So I'm just going to draw a line approximately midway through here. And that's going to be my center line. The valve itself, just grabbing a have an outlet like so. Handle like this. Or the spindle, I should say. The handle actually runs perpendicular. And then the piping itself. This would be 1/2 inch. Size, remember, size is a term for approximate inside diameter. It's not length. And 2.5 FUs. So that's your hose faucet, supply size, cold FUs, done. For a cap, super simple. And don't forget, when you're finished emboldening all your lines, you get rid of all that excess. That's a cap, and they come in all sizes. So a cap really is just a female fitting that goes over top of a piece of pipe. The reducer increaser, I'll do the same. I'll just draw a single line all the way across here. And then I'll try and make it the same length as what I did before. Just for consistency purposes, just project down. And again, this is just a neat and tidy thing. It really has nothing to do with the drawings themselves. So for a reducer increaser, I'm just going to use my 30-60. And again, I'm not a huge fan of this particular symbol. but it's the one in the textbook. Michael Joyce, sorry. That's the one I'm using. Don't forget to sharpen your pencil as you go. Giving it a little twirl. So this is a reducer if it's heading in that direction. But really, if it's coming in this direction, it gets bigger here. So this would be the smaller size and this would be the larger size. And it's just based on that triangle. Done. Threaded union. The symbol for a union is easy. And these are just single center line symbols. So it's depending on how accurate you want to be here. So union has 3 components. It has a left side, a right side, and then a center nut. So I'm just going to put my center nut here. And then because we're using threaded fittings, it's just a smaller slash off to the side. So maybe half the size. And that represents the threads. If you were using solder, it might be a circle. If you were using socket fittings, it might look like a cap. So there's all different symbols, but I like this threaded symbol because it's so simple, easy to use. So if you ever have to draw a union, you can just use a threaded union. It's fairly well understood. The only thing I will add to this, just to pick up on something from the past, hose bibs required a backflow preventer. And if you recall, we did just a very simple check valve, so I'm going to add that as well here. And if you recall, the direction of flow is determined by that little hinge pin. So when the water comes out of the tap, this will get pushed out of the way. And if the water tries to go backwards, this will actually come shut and close it off. Anyways, very simple version. It could have easily gone in the pipe as well. But a lot of times you'll find there's a backflow preventer. Vacuum breaker is called actually, on the end of a hose tap because it's a vented check valve. So it spills the water. But anyways, that's our simple symbol. We'll just pick that up. And that's it. I think that's it for symbols too. See you next time.